Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We're so excited to have you again. Southwest may be the next point of call for bandits as a federal lawmaker has given a very serious report of the migration of bandits from the northern part of the country down to the southern part, especially the southwest. And even one of the key leaders who had been leading not less than 150 group of bandits is the one who is championing the movement. You get to hear full details which will enable the security agent in the southwest, to get prepared, because whenever these guys comes around, it's not always a joke. But before we give you full details of the news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by hitting on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, a federal lawmaker representing Gumi Buguyum Federal Constituency in Zamfara State in the House of Representatives, Suleiman Abubakar Gumi, has said that a notorious bandit leader, Bello, Turji, who control over 150 groups in the north, has fled to a forest in the southwest, precisely in Kwara State. Gumi added that though Turji relocation was still unconfirmed, it was a sign that the military has dislodged him from his stronghold in Shinkafi local government area of Zamfara State. He said this in Abuja in an interview with journalists, noting that when the bandits attack any community, they would invade houses. Whenever they saw a girl, they would spare them, but they would take down every male child in the community. The lawmaker said one life lost is like killing a whole of humanity. So having tens of people killed in cold blood is a cause for concern for every human being. So it's a worrisome development, especially that after the long silence of reduced number of killings, and suddenly the sudden escalation definitely calls for concern. We lost about 56 souls in one attack, and a lot of properties and people are living from hand to mouth, and still the little they have is being destroyed. Their animals are being carted away. Children, especially male children, are being taken down. Is a worrisome and a troubling development. There's a town in Anka local government area which is one of my own constituency, Bukuyum and Kufa. Kufa is in the main town where people are. So they went for a meeting, and the town was left open. An informant in their usual manner informed the bandits, and they came. By the time the vigilante returned, they were ambushed, and most of the casualty are those vigilante in Anka. But in Bukuyum, once the opportunity is there, there's nobody even in the village of Bukuyum. Bukuifa is also a notorious place where they cannot infiltrate normally. So they got the opportunity, they entered, and they were looking for every male child. No matter how small, they will deal with him. And if they see a lady or a woman, they will leave. But if it is a male, they will bring him out and deal with him. And they were looking for men mostly, and then the women fled. So that change in tactics is telling us that something has changed too. I am not sure if it has to do with declaration of them as insurgents, but it might be because if you declare someone an insurgent, that means your own rule of engagement change, and that means they have to change their own rules of engagement too. They have seen what happened in Shinkafi area. I believe is a stronghold with about 150 groups, and most of them under the command of Turji. And now we heard he's on the run. Some are saying he's even in Kwara State. He's now in Kwara Forest. That's what we are hearing. It's unconfirmed, but definitely he's on the run. That means it's a good thing if they can dislodge Turji and other bandits that were killed through an air raid, and if that is sustained, you put them in disarray and they would all the space. Then the next thing is security agent, especially the non-uniform security outfit, should infiltrate all these places and apprehend them one by one. So before you know it, the whole thing will come to an end. You know, our greatest concern here is not whether he is here or there, but the fact that this man is saying that he has relocated. This guy, this Turji or Tunji or Turji, he's a very notorious guy. You understand? A lot has been said about him. His influence in Zamfara State was so strong that there was even someone who came out and sing a song for him or so. I think the guy was arrested or so. And right now, there are nowhere to be seen in Zamfara State and also in the northern part of the country, which, according to the word, though he said it's unconfirmed, but according to him, he said that they have relocated down to Kwara State, which means the Southwest needs to wake up seriously and get ready for these guys, because whenever they invade an area, what they are trying to do is to see how they can take down every person that is or male. That's what they are doing right now. And it's not something that anybody should fool his hand and watch. That's why I really like Ondo State. You know, at least they were very swift in, jumping into action with the Amotekun, which is their own personal security. I think it's a good one, because if Amotekun was not there, a lot of things would have been happening. Fairly recently, I've had an arrest of about 17 Hausa people, or Fulani people, with dogs and with all manner of equipment, pointing to the fact that most of them have decided to come down to the west. The only thing that will salvage the situation is that in the west they speak Yoruba, while in the north they speak Hausa. So most of these northern bandits, they do not know how to speak Hausa. So I think that may even help them, except there is a saboteur, because that had always been an issue. Imagine, for example, the vigilante in a particular community in Zamfara State went for a meeting, and someone in that village had to call that, the coast is clear, you people can come. What is going on? You now realize that these guys they have these miscreants, who are informants for them. And possibly those informants are being paid some good money. That's why they have decided to act in that respect. And which means that even the traditional ruler need to really look out for people. You don't just need to sleep and forget yourself. The military have a part to play, but at the same time, even the internal people, those residents of that particular community, they have a lot to do by ensuring that they put a tap on virtually every person that is suspicious, so that in the event of noticing that he is an informant, you know what to do to him, because there is no way someone can successfully enter into a particular community, deal with that community without an informant in that community. It could be a new guy who just came on board, or it could be an existing area boy or miscreant who has been staying in that environment. He will give them all the information. So right now, the most important thing is to ensure, you understand, that you don't, just stay in oblivion. You have to be conscious of the fact that insecurity is high and you've got to protect your territory. That's where we would like to leave it. What do you think about this movement of Bello Turji to the southwestern part of Nigeria? Let's interact in our comments.